Did you know that selective breeding has caused French Bulldogs to have a higher risk of developing 20 common disorders than any other dog breed? According to a study carried out at the Royal Veterinary College in the UK, researchers found that they are 42 times more likely to suffer from narrow nostrils and 30 times more likely to develop obstructive airway syndrome compared to other breeds. What's up, guys? I'm Aaron with Laron Frenchies, and today I will be discussing some of the challenges of breeding French Bulldogs, more specifically when it comes to the overall health of the breed. Despite this breed having been known to have spine malformations, breathing issues, and skin problems, it doesn't slow down their popularity, as French Bulldogs are now the #1 most popular breed in the world, according to the AKC. It is critical that breeders are aware of these issues, as well as how to circumvent many of them by understanding inline breeding and inbreeding, as well as DNA profiles in French Bulldogs. Inbreeding is the practice of mating father to daughter, mother to son, or brother to sister. Inline breeding is the practice of breeding dogs in the same family line, but with a greater degree of genetic diversity compared to inbreeding. For example, cousins or dogs with the same grandparents. As I explained to you all in a previous video, I spent almost 15 years breeding American bullies. One of the main reasons why I got away from this breed was due to its popularity with irresponsible and misinformed breeders. One common practice was inline and inbreeding. While this would produce very consistent conformation in offspring, it didn't outweigh the health issues associated with doing this, as it was common to pay thousands of dollars for puppies that never lived to see 2 years old and would often pass away from running outside for longer than 10 minutes, as well as many other unexplained reasons. These were no longer the working and athletic dogs they started out as, and more like a big trophy dog. I want to make it very clear that I never ever participated in inline breeding or inbreeding, and I continue to withhold my stance on it to this day with French Bulldogs. French Bulldogs are much more likely to have major breathing issues than other breeds. Breeders should aim to breed towards a healthier appearance to help improve the health profile of French Bulldogs. According to the Institute of Canine Biology, inbreeding in French Bulldogs is close to 25% compared to a population producing mostly healthy animals having inbreeding of about 5% or less. Inbreeding of more than about 10% is expected to result in enough genetic disease and loss of health that the population will eventually go extinct. I put a link to all of this information in the description if you want to read the entire article. It is very important to breed with 0 health defects in their DNA profiles, as well as aiming for genetic diversity, which you can track with 3 to 6 generation AKC pedigrees. What I mean by this is comparing the AKC pedigree of both the stud and the dame, and making sure you don't see the same dog on both sides of the individual pedigrees for at least 3 generations to try to get as far away as you can from the possibility of these dogs being cousins, aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters, etc. The chromosomes are simply too close. Breeders have a responsibility to help improve the breed and not just be here for short-term profits. At the current rate, there simply won't be enough healthy French Bulldogs to breed that don't have health issues, and the popularity of this breed will wane as it eventually becomes extinct as life expectancies go down. My first experience with French Bulldogs was with one of those irresponsible breeders who knowingly and willfully bred and sold dogs that had genetic health issues outlined in their DNA profile. At the time, I didn't know enough about the breed to even begin to pay the cost of entry to owning a French Bulldog. That's why I'm sharing my lessons with you all, and if you want to protect yourself and come armed with the knowledge necessary to ensure you are not only getting a great looking French Bulldog, but a healthy one that can live a full life, then click on the link at the top right of your screen to watch this video. With French Bulldogs being the most popular dog breed in the world now, overbreeding, especially with uninformed and irresponsible breeders, can and already does have a negative impact on the overall health and well-being of French Bulldogs. It is a two-sided coin here. Potential buyers of French Bulldogs simply can't afford to make the same mistakes I made and must do more research about the breed to have a better understanding of French Bulldogs and how to take care of them. This starts with watching my videos and doing more research. Once you find the right breeder, then you can watch this video by clicking the link on the top of your screen to learn the right questions to ask and vet your breeder. The second part of the equation are breeders being updated and informed with all information out there on the breed to ensure they are only producing dogs that not only look good, but are healthy and will live a full life. Ethical breeding practices are imperative to keeping this breed around and continuing to improve both the look and overall health of this breed. There are simply too many breeders out there that are misinformed and unethical in their breeding practices. Imagine paying thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars for a French Bulldog that you and your family are in love with, only to find out that the puppy has health defects due to unethical breeding practices that cause major breathing issues with your puppy. Then you have to pay thousands more to get your puppy a nose job to help alleviate the issue. Take a look at this video here highlighting this surgery.
Hi, I'm Dr. Matthew Wheaton, owner and veterinarian at Alicia Pet Care Center, and today we are talking about and looking at a surgery that I recently did for Stenotic Nares on a little French Bulldog. Okay, we are viewing our patient here with very small nasal openings, and I am right now kind of talking with my team and explaining what I'm about to do. Basically, this is take a chunk out of the tissue and sew it back up, and when you sew it back up, it's going to create an opening. So I'm demonstrating where I'm about to cut. Basically make an incision and create a triangular gap in that tissue, going basically straight down, as you'll see me put my scalpel in, going straight down through that piece of tissue, and then creating another triangle off to the side, or another side of the triangle, and removing a triangular piece of tissue that then creates a gap, and that gap must be closed, so it is sutured closed, and when you close the gap and you just removed a chunk of tissue, it's going to make the whole area smaller. Well, in this case, it's going to make the hole bigger. So it's very, it's a very bloody kind of procedure because you're cutting through tissue and you are not cauterizing it as you go. And you'll notice once I start putting sutures in, that bleeding will stop very quickly. But I'm already working on the second cut there, so I've made both of my incisions, and I'm going to remove that chunk of tissue. And my scissors now are removing a tiny bit of attachment of that tissue, and there's the chunk of tissue that we removed. Going on to the other side now, and you can see.
You've got to be kidding me, guys. There's no such thing as a minor surgery, and all of the money spent on this can be spent or invested elsewhere if you come informed and properly vet your breeder. Kudos to those that get the surgery to help improve the quality of life of their pet, but a more proactive approach are breeders being more informed and ethical in their practices, and buyers asking the right questions to those breeders. French Bulldogs are now the most popular breed in the world and need to be treated as such. Yes, looks are important when it comes to this breed, as everyone wants the best looking French Bulldog, but this should never supersede the overall health of your pet. Get DNA tests and an AKC pedigree, and never ever purchase or breed a dog with genetic or known health defects. Please leave a comment with your thoughts and experiences, as I would like to have a conversation with you all about this subject. You can also watch my video explaining DNA and French Bulldogs to get a better understanding of exactly how it works with this breed by watching the video coming up next. Also, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my page. Thanks for watching.